Hello, my dear students. Hoping that you all are fine. Today we are going to launch a new channel, Albert Classes. Our motto is to develop the students' knowledge in mathematics. Our target right now to cover up classes 6 to 10. These are the basics of mathematics, because what we observe, we usually observe that most of the students very weak in mathematics. So our target, how to develop their knowledge, enrich their knowledge. With this reason, we have started that new channel. From today, it is going to start. But one thing more, today I am going to start with one lesson of class 10. That is very interesting lesson, and we will start now after next. That chapter name is triangles. Okay guys, let's start the chapter 6 of class 10. That chapter name is triangles. Okay, so just some points I have chosen. What are the points today I will cover up? First one is, you have to understand what do you mean by similar figure. Triangle matter, it is very clear to you how do you define and what are the types are there. In previous classes you have learned. As a class 10 student, still I am telling what do you mean by triangles. It's a polygon which is enclosed by 3 line segments. Okay, but that chapter based on similarity. Okay, so first you have to understand what does it mean. What is the meaning of similar figure? Just I am showing some figures. One circle is this one, another is this one, let's say another this one. What do you think? All these are circle, no? So as all these are circles, they are similar to each other. So with this figure, we can say, we can tell these 3 circles are similar. And same as if I draw a, say, equilateral triangles, and this one is an equilateral triangles. Both the triangles are similar. Why? Because both are equilateral triangle, one size is smaller than another. So that means no difference is there, both the figures are similar. But now point is there, what is the difference between similar and congruent? In class 9, you have learned what is the property of congruent triangles and what is the concept of congruent triangle. So with this regards, I am just remind you that what do you mean by congruent and what is the difference between the similar. So congruent and similar means what? Say similar means what? Once any figure same shape same, but size of the figure may not same. So in case of similar, what is the concept is there? Same shape and size of the figure. Same shape of the figure, you write there, same shape of the figure, and size of the figure may not same. And in case of congruent, shape and size both are same. So how do you represent this one similar? Similar, in case of similar, we are using symbol this one, and in case of congruent, we are using this one. So if we explain this symbolic form, so just you see this side, this one is similar figure, a similar symbol, and this one is congruent symbol. So in case of similar and in case of this one, so something different you observe there. It is written, this symbol indicates similar and this symbol indicate equal. Then similar and equal together, it is congruent, and that is only the similar. Now next one property I will show today, the basic proportionality theorem, and which is by name is Thales theorem. That one I will tell. Okay students, now come to that very important property, theorems is there. So that is basic proportionality theorem. It is actually founded by Thales, Greek mathematician. He has given that concept. So what is there? Just first I am reading out that what are the properties there, what is the theorem, statement is there. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct point, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. I am drawing the figure. So first you draw a triangle. Okay, you name it, say ABC is a triangle, and this one is a parallel line. Okay, you name this one, say D, and from the point of D draw a perpendicular, say it is DF, and from point of E draw a perpendicular to this line which is G. So EG also perpendicular there. And one thing more, you join B and CD. So this is the complete figure. But what is there? What to do there? First you add ABC be a triangle. Okay? I will write in short because of once you understand you can write it details. Okay? In your books also you will get, in your book also you will get everything. Just I am giving the idea what to do there and what to prove. ABC is a triangle, and in which D parallel to BC. D is a line parallel to BC, because in the statement given a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle. So one side BC is a side of triangle and parallel one line D is parallel to BC. Intersect the other two sides. So where this other two sides intersected? One point is D, another point is E, distinct points. So two distinct points, one D and E. The other two sides are divided in the ratio, are divided in the same ratio. So what to prove there? We have to prove, okay, statement and whatever I have shown in the figure. Is it clear to you? Okay. Now what to write? We prove there AD by BD or DV can write, anything can write. AD by BD, A by C can write. Okay, we have to prove this one. So to prove this, we have to construct, what have we construct there? We have to draw perpendicular line. What have we drawn? From constructed DF perpendicular to AC. Complete line of this side, AC is there. You write AC. Then second you draw GE perpendicular to AB and join B and CD. So these are our construction. Now comes to proof part. How do you prove? Very simple. Just first you see, if you take these two triangle, one is this triangle, is it clear? Another triangle is this one. So just you name it, area of triangle BDE equal to, can write area of triangle BDE, can write CED. Okay? Are you getting? One triangle is BDE, another triangle is CED. Okay? Naming no problem, you can write DEC also, no problem. But these two triangles are equal. I have written there directly. Why? Because of both these, since these two triangles are equal, as both the triangles stands on same base D and in between same parallel lines, D and BC. Okay. So in class 9, you have learned this property. What is that property? Once two triangle stands on same base within the same parallels, then the area equal. In which class have you learned this concept? In class 9. So with this concept, first you write area of BDE and area of CED both are equal with the concept of this. Now if we divide this one by, say, area of BDE divide by area of AD, both the side. Area of AD CED and area of AD. We are dividing both sides. Dividing both sides by area of ADE. Okay. So first you have to taken and whatever divided by this, that one you have understood, no? Okay, student. After that, dividing both sides area of AD. Now from the point of this, you come there. Ultimately, what to prove there? We have to prove AD by BD and A by C. So how do you prove this one? Next step, you look at there. So that is area of BD. Just you see, look at the figure. Area of BD. This is the triangle. So in this triangle, which one is perpendicular? Of course, G is perpendicular. Then you next step you write area of a right angle triangle. We know that. What do you know? Half into base. Base means what? BD. In the figure of BD, base is BD. And what is the height? Height is G. Okay? Height is G there. Is it? Next point, area of AD. Area of AD, you just look at the figure. What is there? Area of AD means ADE. AD is the base and G is the perpendicular. So with the same formula, we can write half into AD into Z. Okay. In case of this triangle and this triangle, one thing you just notice that one. In case of triangle ADE, G is the altitude interior. But in case of triangle BDE, G is the exterior altitude of the triangle of BDE. Just you remember. And right side CED area. CED means what? This one. You look at what is base there. The same formula, half into base means C and height is there DF. Okay. DF is height. And now again same triangle area ADE, half into once base, this one you write there, A is base and height is there DF. Is it clear? So first you write this one, then you divide it by same triangle, then you use this formula, step by step we will get. Okay. Half and half cancel and G cancel. Okay. And half cancel. And DF cancel. So what can we write? We can write BD by AD equal to C by A. So therefore, what to prove? AD by BD. So if we reverse this on both sides, we are getting, no? So if we reverse AD by BD equal to A by C. So hence it is proved. Hence it is proved. Now I am telling one thing, you just keep attention what I am telling there. So this is most important for the board exam. In every alternate years in the board exam, that one coming. So in case of board exam or question paper, whatever question it may come state and prove BPT theorem, even it may come state and prove Thales theorem. So that means whatever that statement is there, you have to learn it properly, okay? And whatever you understood that one you have to follow the step by step. So I think it is clear. Okay. Hello guys, listen, just I'm telling one thing. Whatever I have taught today, I think each and everyone you have continued whole class. And if you understand my class and if you think that class may help to you, I am giving you one suggestion. You may subscribe my channel so that you may continue get the notification whatever class I'll take regularly, and so that you can revise this chapter properly. And one thing more I'm telling you, if you find any doubt, any queries in your mind, definitely you write up this one in comment box so that further I can go through that message, and accordingly I will guide you. Accordingly I will try to help you in better way. Okay, thank you. Wish you all the best.